present.
Mm-hmm.
You know, congratulations on that. Dylan as well. Ace, how about that? Do you have any advice for your two friends behind the glass there, both of whom are tying the knot?
Yeah. Well, I always say 2 DVRs and plenty of square footage. That's a help.
That is a huge one, as a matter of fact. Yeah.
The biggest fundamental thing I would try to impart to any male is you have to treat them like terrorists.
I'm listening.
I hope you're making a toast.
Now, hold on. Listen.
Hold on now. Wait a minute. Why is everybody getting up?
No,
why are people booing me at this reception?
Here's why I say you have to treat them like terrorists.
Okay.
And I say it with great love and admiration and respect. You have to treat them like terrorists because in order to not... See, this is the biggest problem with all the dubs.
Adam Carolla must be related to Ernest B. Racist. Because
Ernest Bigot.
Ernest Bigot, I should say.
Bigot. Yeah.
Ernest Bigot. Like, I say this with the greatest love and respect. Treat him like a terrorist. Wait a minute. Let me tell you what I'm thinking first before you interrupt
Here's
me.
what I mean. You have to treat them like terrorists from this regard. And it's only mostly. It's not 100%. You can't use your freedom-loving, logical American brain and sit down with a terrorist and go, well, let's negotiate. Look, you love your kids. I love my kids. You love your health and your freedom. Everyone longs for liberty. Everyone just wants liberty and freedom. And so we have the same goals. Now, I think we may disagree a little bit on how to get there, but we have the same wiring. I mean, you love your family. I love your family. Maybe I love football and you love soccer, but we have our teams. We have to go. Wrong approach. They're happy to put on a JanSport backpack filled with C4 and rusty nails and walk right into a pizza joint. They'll put one on their kids and shove them in there. Now, here's what I mean.
This is like your soon-to-be wives.
You think your woman thinks like you, which is sort of like a logical person, like a regular person would think. And so thus, when Lynette's in the jacuzzi and she's complaining it's cold and it's not heating up fast enough, and I go, it just shut the bubbles off. If you shut the bubbles off, it'll heat up fast. When you turn the bubbles on, it just goes up and out into the cold night air. So shut the bubbles. The response should be, thank you for that morsel of information. I shall implement it immediately. But you're talking to a terrorist. And the answer is, this is the way I do it. And then you go, listen, I'm not telling you, it's not my unique way of doing it. I'm just saying you want the hot tub to get hotter, then just shut the bubbles off and give it a few minutes, and then it'll heat up, and then you can turn. Why do you have to come in here and tell me how to do everything? And now you realize, wait a minute, I think we're having an argument, except for I'm wearing sweatpants, and I think we're having an argument about how to get your hot tub hotter that you're in. And then the next thing you know, we're engaged. Now, that's the terrorist part. They do not think like you think on many, many subjects. And you don't think how they think on many, many subjects. And when you think that you're just living with a logical roommate and you shall just explain things like, you'll just say things that seem insane. You'll say like, hey, when you get out of the car, just put your keys on the entry table there because then, if you go out of town or something and I need to move your car, then I'll have your keys. Do not think those kinds of discussions work. The keys go in the purse goes with them to Minneapolis, and you cannot move the car. And if you got a problem with that, talk to Allah. So understand that you're not dealing with you. You're not dealing with you. You have them. Everyone has this mistake. It's like, I love guacamole. And when someone goes, I hate guacamole, I go, well, that's impossible. What happened? No, I don't believe you. You're lying. And they just go, I don't like it. You always think you're dealing with you. So when you're sitting around and someone gives you a tip, like, here's how you can heat up the hot tub faster, you go, oh, thanks for the tip, partner. I'll do that. Like, you're right. You don't get that. Doesn't make them bad, although it doesn't make them good, but it doesn't make them bad. It just makes them not you. So understand when you're trying to have super logical engagements, you're not going to find that super logical
And you basically are trying to keep the backpack of nails from going off, right? Is that really what?
Right. You have to go, hey, here's how to heat up the hot tub faster. And they go, here's how I do it. And you go, oh, okay. And then you just walk into the house and watch TV. That's how it must work. Otherwise, the backpack filled with the nails is going to go off. Now, keep in mind, Lynette's wiring makes her much better with the kids and other matters of that nature, and thus there's a yin and a yang. And I get it. But do not think there's two yins living under the same roof. Whatever this basic, straightforward logic that you are going to try to implement, your seed shall find no purchase. Thank you.
That was the perfect end to that. All right. That's it for this episode.